Hey B, how's it going? It's Wednesday, March 19th, and finally doing this video for you for trading of last week, last Thursday. Sorry it took so long. I just haven't had a spare moment to do this. But anyways, you had a question about why I extended my target down here, and I thought I'd just talk about what was going on in my head when I do that. And nothing that was really like there was not like a right or wrong reason. Like with all trading, it was really just a feeling that I got in the moment, and I had a case for it. But and the market did get there. It just would have been nicer if I had managed this properly. I don't know what this was. I was just locking in one extra point. I mean, but hey, I was trading a different platform this morning. This is TradeStation, which I got to say is I'm not a huge fan of TradeStation for scalping. It's very clunky. Well, the problem with TradeStation is that they charge a $100 fee a month if you don't place at least 5 round-trip trades or 5 contracts. And I do all my swing trading on TradeStation. I didn't have any trades this month. So I was like, well, I'm going to lose the $100 anyway, so I might as well put on some trades. One of the things about it is I don't get the order entry line like I do in NinjaTrader, and just kind of annoying because you could do the thing where you have the arrow, but then it marks up your chart with all sorts of lines, and I can't like see anything. So I was having some trouble. I didn't know where my I didn't know where my entry was. Actually, it was at 400, but I had to read my report after to find out where I got in. Um, so I was having trouble just evaluating my risk reward there. But anyways, um, so what was going on in my head? There was just a couple things. Like I said, not like anything scientific. It was just these were the thoughts that I had. First of all, I was looking at the origin of this move out of here. So that's why my target was there. That's really the primary reason. But there were a bunch of other things in my head as to why I thought that I wouldn't really see much bidding on this level here, and, and that I figured I might get some bidding down here, but I didn't think it would be that much of a threat. And what it comes down to was it's hard to try to break this down because most of it's like subconscious, but um, these were the things that were on my mind for the morning. First of all, when I came into the market open, uh, this here, this to me is classic for a breakout, um, and I'm sure it is to everyone who looks at this. They know this pattern. This pattern is the market is like churning, squeezing upwards, like just drifting into a level of resistance or support. This is yeah, it's just classic for a breakout. So there was that on my mind, and the reason why that's important to me is because it's not like anyone was surprised that there was a breakout to the upside. It wasn't like the market just was drifting downward and all of a sudden shot out. Um, what you have here is you have everyone sort of expecting this to break out. So in other words, everyone's buying. Uh, to put it simply in my mind, that's the way I was looking at it. Um, Ironically, what the market often does, and just by the nature of well, just the mechanics of it, the the people getting into this market via buy stop. Usually, what happens with when you have a pattern that's this perfect, the market sort of breaks the perfection of the pattern. It squeezes out those people that got in early, and then goes on to do exactly what everyone thought it was going to do in the first place, which is the breakout. All right. Now, I'm gonna get back to that. There was another factor here, and let me bring up the hourly chart for that day if I can find it. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, this candle here was the morning candle, and this I mean this is an hourly chart, but this is the candle that happened 9:30, and this white line, this level of resistance there, was this level up here. And one of the things that I was looking at on this chart just has to do with the basic definition of trend as the masses understand it, which is that you have, first of all, this chart started up higher, and so we were, for all intents and purposes, in a downtrend coming into this at this time. Yeah, there was sort of a trend line this way. You could look at it that way, but I wasn't really paying attention to that. What I was looking at was that the market started higher, and then there was, I think there was a low, and then it made a lower high, and then it made a lower low, and another lower high, and another lower low. So we're in a downtrend, basically. All right. And what does everyone want to do? Everyone wants to try to catch the uptrend. They want to try to get in the trend early, and so they're looking for signs of trend reversal. All right, and you kind of get that here. And so what I'm looking at is looking at this as a possible low. All right, the market makes a high and then makes a lower high. All right, and then makes a higher high and then makes another lower high. All right, so what happens is when the market gets to this point, everyone who's looking at this chart, at least on the hourly chart, is now looking at this high as confirmation that we're in an uptrend. In other words, a break of this level is going to be uptrend confirmation. And so look what happens. That is where those trend traders that are looking for that trend reversal are going to get themselves trapped on the wrong side of the market because they're trying to get in at on a confirmed uptrend. And so this is where you're likely to get a lot of longs on the hourly chart, on the higher time frame charts initiating. And that was another thing, that was another aspect for this, because you have this level down here, which is the pre-market. There was the pre-market resistance level, which like I said, had this churning. It just looked like it was going to break out, and but you had this level up here, which is the hourly level. And the thing is that the bigger traders that are trading off the bigger time frames, they're not even looking at this level here. They don't care about this, but they do care about, this is the level that they're looking at. All right, so when price breaks out of that level and breaks through this level, but then you get this massive trade right back into that level, that intensifies my case that we're likely to get a move down into this area at least. And amazingly, this is what happened afterward. But that was just part of my thought process. But again, the reason why I bring up this and what I said earlier about like everyone buying, there was no real surprise here. In other words, everyone who wants to go long is in this market. You know what I'm saying? You have everyone buying here. You have people that see this as the market's going to break out, so they're buying it ahead of the breakout. They buy the breakout, and you have this huge move up, and it breaks this level, and everyone's buying up here too. And not only that, but you have the higher time frame people that are buying up here as well, and the market trades right against them. So my thinking at that point is, who's really going to go bid at this level here, or this level for all that matter? To me, it just doesn't seem like they're going to be much of a threat, because it's not to say that it can't happen, but just looking at probabilities, that was my thought process. Whoever is going to buy here is getting in really, really, really late. So you had all this buying that took place up in this move up here too. It just, everything added up for that was my case. So anyways, so that was that, and yeah. Anyways, there was one other thing I wanted to bring up, which is another time that I extend my target. I don't extend my target arbitrarily. There is a logic behind it, and there's one other setup that I just love. There's something that I just keep in my trader's toolbox, so to speak, and that is range plays. And um, one of the things that I've observed about them, let me just bring up an example. Actually, there's actually one that's happening in copper right now. All right, this is copper on an hourly chart, and one of the things I've observed about range. First of all, we all know how ranges are usually played by the masses. Usually, when a range appears or when it's obvious that there is a range, what traders start to do is, besides those people that are having their protective stops to get out, you're going to have people that have stops to initiate. And what they do is they usually put a buy stop order. Buy stop order to get in the market up here, sell stop order to get in the market down there on a sell side. And it's an OCO, so whichever one gets triggered, the protective stop goes on the opposite end of the range. All right, and that's the way ranges are traditionally played. So just something that I've just seen happen over and over and over again, and I know a lot of other traders that do the same thing. The market, if it breaks to the downside and then fails, where's the market going? It's going to the other side of the range to take out those stops. That's the situation where I will extend my target to the other side of the range because I've seen it happen so many times that I just can't ignore it. This is copper, like I said. This is silver on a daily chart. See, all the market action that happened here, suffice it to say, the market pushes up, doesn't get any traction on the upside, trades on a range. Also note that it happens to be on ranging right on this level here. It's like literally right in the 50% of that. Clear range, there's an upside, there's a downside, market trades below it, doesn't get any traction on the downside. Where's the market going? To the other side of the range. This is dollar CAD on a daily chart. This is a daily chart, but on the hourly chart, this was a range here. On the daily chart, it looks like an inside day. It's an inside candle. All right, people trade these the same way. There's a buy stop order above, sell stop order below. Market trades the downside, doesn't get any traction. Where's it going? To the other side of the range. Crude oil. Market is in a downtrend. All of a sudden, just starts ranging. Looks like a possible continuation of the downtrend. Trades the downside. Trades back up inside the range. Where's the market going? To the other side of the range. So anyways, it's just something that I'm so aware of that actually here's so here's one that I actually traded. This is I forget when this was. This was back in January. But again, I have a range here. Market trades out of the range with strength, trades right back into the range with strength. All right, and I'm looking to extend my target because I have a pretty good case that the market's going to get to the other side of the range. And in this instance, I actually trailed it. And I just left my stop there. I got stopped out there because the market traded back up inside it. But it, yeah, just happens over and over and over again. Now there's this one. This is a phenomenal example. This happened. This was February 5th, and same sort of thing. You have this level up here. This move was on the back of news. Market trades higher, but then starts ranging right on the level. Very obvious, very clear range. And we get, let's see here. Market trades below it with some strength, It looks like it's a pretty bearish candle, engulfing candle even. So if it had it closed that way, I mean, it would looks pretty good for a sell. The moment I saw this, the moment it started trading back up in the range, I'm ready to smash it long. All right, I actually put on 4 contracts with this one. I got this. That was just one trade. That was it. I was done. And notice I'm extending it to the other side of the range. Notice the market tries to push down, but at this point, everyone's trapped. Everyone who went short is now realizing they made a huge mistake. And so this is their last chance to get out, is at that level there. Market pushes to the other side of the range easily. There it is. So, not that I need to show another example, but like I said, just see the stuff happening over and over again. It's another one. There's a range there. This one trades below the range, trades back into the range, and this one I waited for that little just flash of green to get me in. And this one came pretty close to my stop. But notice, there I go. I extend my target. There it goes. Right to the other side of the range. So, anyways, just something that, just some insight as to what I'm looking at, and hope this was somewhat helpful. But anyways, safe trading, guys, and take care.